Have you ever led a webinar and thought to yourself, is anyone even listening? Check out this little animation. Webinars are a great tool to bring training and professional development to groups of people remotely, but they are also pretty boring. I don't know about you, but when I'm in a webinar, I have every good intention to listen for the whole 60 minutes. But 10 minutes in, I find myself working on my never-ending to-do list. So how do we make webinars better? I have 3 tips to help you redesign your webinars to be more effective and useful. Adult learners bring lots of knowledge, experiences, and opinions to the table. So it's important to involve your group in the flow and direction of the webinar. Instead of lecturing, guide your group through the content. If you're using a video conferencing tool like Zoom, instead of being the presenter with a bunch of listeners, allow the group the ability to be presenters too. They can share their screen and contribute their ideas, problems, and solutions. But the real trick to presenting a great webinar is how you set up the content, and that leads us to tip number 2. To have a truly interactive webinar, your group needs to come prepared to discuss and solve problems. This is the idea behind a flipped classroom. If you're going to the trouble of organizing a time for a bunch of people to get together, make sure the webinar is social. There's no reason to have everyone listen to a lecture at the same time. Give your group this lecture material beforehand. They can read, watch, or listen to it on their own schedule. Then, when everyone meets as a group, you can use this time to discuss the material and collaborate to solve problems. And this leads us to tip number 3. If you think about the last time you learned something new, it was probably because you needed to solve a problem. Adults learn only what is directly applicable to their life. So you need to create stories and scenarios and let your group solve some problems. Not only will they remember the material better, but it creates a sense of community. When you are solving problems together as a group, having the support of your peers is an invaluable side effect. Thanks for listening to my 3 tips for an interactive webinar. If you have questions or need help with any other training problems, shoot me an email.